Welcome you all to India Yoga AROGYA series, and today we are working on the cervical spondylitis. As you all know, this is one of the common problem with the today's generation in any age. There is, apart from the children, most of the working class and the elderly people suffering this quite regularly. There are few simple techniques which releases the cervical spondylitis. And always remember, according to your stiffness and your ability, that has to be variations. You can anytime for that you can communicate with any India Yoga teachers. They will help you to the variation part also. And for in a general the neck pain, and this is one of the very helpful techniques. We are picking a few of them. The first among them, it is called hands in and out breathing. It's a breathing technique, and with the coordination of the shoulders movement, arms and shoulders movement. And stand in any comfortable position with the spine uplifted, and then gradually take your hands straight in front and palms gently pressing each other. Always make sure that from the shoulder to the wrist it is in a good line, and ear to the ankle is in a good position. As you ready, once you're ready, as you inhale, smoothly stretch, never rush. You can only go half the way, it is fine. As soon as your inhalation finished, exhale and slowly go back. Feel it and move step by step. Always make sure your spine remains tight. As you inhale, smoothly stretch, feel and stretch. You can repeat around 10 to 12 repetition of this. As you exhale, gradually go back. And always remember to coordinate your breath. Inhale and stretch, and exhale and release. After 10 to 12 repetition, the next technique we can work today, it is called hand stretching breathing. Now interlock your fingers and rest the palms on your chest and keep the elbows freely dropped, and always make sure your shoulder and neck is totally relaxed. Most of the time we tense here, that should not happen. Once you are ready, then gradually inhale and smoothly turn the palms and smoothly stretch. There is no jerk or rush. As soon as you finished inhalation, softly bend the elbow and gradually softly go till your exhalation happens, and drop the elbows freely back again. And again you remember, inhale and stretch. The stretch come all the way from the waist, goes all the way till the wrist. And maintain that extension. It should not come from the shoulder, it should come from your waist, and the abdomen slightly pulled in during this. During the exhalation, same way, step by step, softly come, and all the time observe there is no stress comes on the neck or shoulder. It is majorly work comes on the sides of the body and shoulder blade. And within a deep inhalation, you are expanding your chest in this technique. Always remember, the round the chest you get in a good expansion and a good lift on the sides. This is key in this technique, and you can repeat always around 10 to 12 repetition of this, and that helps a lot to release major stress around the neck and shoulder. And if that is becomes easier, it's almost anyone can do it. What is the next one? It is another very important practice called tiger breathing, also called as Vyagraha swasa. Sit in the mat with the bent knees and keep the knees around shoulder distance wider. In this condition, the same distance maintain between your wrist and slowly come on your palms. And between your wrist and knee and ankle is almost same, ankle, knee and toes. Then keep the spine is straight in line and neck is very relaxed. As you inhale, drop the waist smoothly and steadily, and softly lift the chest. And slowly as you exhale, pull the abdomen and drop the head and raise the spine. As you inhale, smoothly drop the waist, smoothly lift the head. No stress on the neck. Once again remember, as you exhale, pull the belly in and drop the head slowly down. But make sure the thighs are not moving, the arms are not moving. Always remember, the arms maintained in the same condition, and also your legs has to be remain maintained. And only the spine is majorly moves with the shoulder blade and neck. And always make sure there is no tension comes around the neck. This is a key mistake many people do. If that happens, your pain is increases. That means your tension around the neck. Always make sure the spine is worked so beautifully with the shoulder joints and hip joints. And once you can go in a stretch around 10 to 12 rounds. Then once you finished, just you can stop there and relax in Shavasana for a few seconds. And this is one of the very simple yet very powerful, not only neck, it is also for back. Stiffness on the back also releases so beautifully, and shoulders and the hips. And the next technique today, from here we are continuing, it is called Bhujangasana Breathing. It's another simple technique, but it's very powerful. And from there, slowly roll on your belly. And legs together and toes pointed, and the hands are rested next to the chest, the elbows are raised, almost the thumb touching to the nipple of the breast. And keep the neck completely relaxed. As you inhale, slightly contract the buttocks and smoothly raise the chest as high as you can, and the legs are really active throughout the practice. Then during the exhalation, slowly drop. The next inhalation, again inhale and raise the chest as high as possible without stretching the neck. Always keep in your mind here. Exhale and release. When you're inhaling, the whole body has to be light contracted, the entire body, with a deep and long inhalation without stress on the neck and shoulder. During the exhalation, you're gradually going down. And this you can repeat around 10 to 12 repetitions at a stretch, and you can 3 times a day you can do it before breakfast, lunch and dinner, all of your techniques. And once that is comfortable, Bhujangasana, always remember the common mistake we tense more on the neck, sometimes even on the lumbar. These 2 areas should not be strained throughout the practice, and maintain light. Once that is comfortable, slowly come to seated. The next technique we are going to discuss about Gomukhasana. It's very simple. You can do cross the legs into the Gomukhasana, the right heel on your left side of your left hip, the left heel on your right side of your right hip. Both the knees approximately inside, or also you can just simply cross the leg, you can do it. And once that is right, then the most important part is your arm positioning. Raise your right hand up and extend it really tall. From there, softly bend the right elbow, then bend the left elbow from down. If comfortable, you can lock your fingers. If not, you can gradually bring little by little, step by step, you play with it. In few weeks it comes. During that, you can see the amount of expansion taking place. And release the major tension from the shoulder and shoulder blade, and neck is maintained very relaxed. That is always we have to keep in our mind. And once finished, the similar work we do on the other side. You can also do this technique during your standing or sitting on your chair, or you're moving. It doesn't no matter. Any time of the day you can work with this and you can play with it. It's not necessary you have to particularly time. Anytime you feel a little stiff on your shoulder and shoulder blade, you can just go here. That gives a lot of relief on the neck. Then other technique today, the last technique what we work, it is called Garudasana. The full Garudasana, most of the time it's hard when you have to cross the legs and the hands, but that is very helpful for hips as well as shoulder. But particularly the arm movement of the Garudasana, is a very powerful. People suffering from the cervical spondylitis, particularly slowly bring the hands and cross them and keep your palms touching into the shoulder or shoulder blade, and elbows are approximately comes in line and taken away from the body as far as you can. And from there, if you're comfortable, stay there for few seconds, 2 minutes, and then repeat on the same thing on the other side. And if it is very comfortable, what we need to do, and just you can go to the next step of it here, slowly cross you on your palms. And in this, take your elbows away from the body as much as you can, and the palms goes towards the face. And always make sure your shoulder and shoulder blade is rounded as much as you can. And during this, always not forget to keep your neck is relaxed. If your neck is tensed, then again the pain increases. The shoulder blade and shoulder works and neck relaxes, that means you have a tremendous relief it gains. Once you finish also this, and you have to repeat on the other hands. You can try. And if these few techniques we had today, and Gomukhasana is one of them, and Garudasana, these 2 arm techniques can be practiced any time of the day. Even also you are hands in and out breathing and hands touching breathing. But remember, this can be repeated multiple times when you have any kind of neck issues. But during that, one thing always you should not forget, your neck is relaxed. Throughout the practice, neck is relaxed, shoulder and shoulder blade are majorly works with the coordination of your breath. Okay, this how you can work with, but whenever you need support, don't worry. We have India Yoga teachers across the world. You can just need to go and check our website, like directory, teachers directory, and find a teacher close to you. They will help you further, or you can write to us. We can also help you. Thank you.